Okay, good morning, students, and continuation of the third unit, and I am going to deal with the subtopic is thinking. Okay, so what do you mean by thinking? Okay, so thinking is nothing else but whatever we are assuming something, or so we are perceptioning something. Okay, so whenever we are asleep and whenever we are awakening, so our mind is in the process of thinking only. Okay, so that's just introduction regarding of thinking. So now in detail regarding of definition will go that thinking is a organization and reorganization of the current learning in the present circumstance with the help of learning and the past experiences. So how we are going to think means whatever the need for the organization and to reorganize the subject. Okay, so from the past experiences or for to learn the new situations, and they are going to organize or reorganize something new. So that process is called as a thinking. Okay, and it is a perceptual relationship which provides for the solution to the problem. So what they are saying that, and in order to make the problem solving skills, and these thinking is very important. So in whatever work we are going to do, so that they are going to so implement in the process, so that they are going to implement and that they are going to solve the problem is called as a thinking. Okay, so next is a nature of thinking. So what is the nature of thinking means, in the thinking there will be a cognitive activity, so means knowledge. So if you have the knowledge and skills, only you can able to think. Okay, and it is always directed towards achieve some end or the purpose. So for what purpose we are thinking, so to achieve some goal, so you are going to receive, and it is also used as a problem solving behavior. So in the introduction we have dealt, and next one is a symbolic activity. So symbolic activity nothing else but, so you are going to present a situation in front of you. Okay, and mental exploration instead of motor. So here there is no involvement of the actions, so only so the mind and the knowledge is essential to explore the thinking. Okay, and shift very rapidly. So for example, so whenever thinking of one topic, and it may the thinking may shift to the other topic also. For example, when a teacher is saying in a class and you will be thinking and imagining one, yes, automatically your thinking will be shifting to other topic. Okay, and it's an internal activity, so it is not going to be exhibit to the other person, so it is belongs to you, and in which way of you are going to think, and that way you are going to thinking process is going to be motivate. That is the nature of thinking. And next one is our types of thinking. So we are going to deal in detail regarding of these 6 types. Okay, so first one is a perceptual or concrete thinking. So perceptual thinking nothing else but, already in a previous topics I had dealt with the sensory perceptions. Okay, so that is visual perceptions and auditory perceptions and tactile perceptions. Yes, so in these process, and you are going to perceive the things and you are going to think. Okay, so in a simplest form to the largest form, so that process is called as a perceptual or concrete thinking. So especially for example, what example I again can give for this means, so small children, and in order to learn alphabets, so how you are going to make the process, by showing A for apple and B for ball. So these kind of activity, from simple to complex, they are going to learn the activity. So that process is called as a perceptual or concrete thinking. Okay, and second one is a conceptual or abstract thinking. So here conceptual nothing else but a simple meaning is, for example, so you have to formulate an answer of stress. Yes, so for stress, and what is the definition of the stress, and what are the causes of stress, and how you can detect the stress, and how you can manage the stress. So in these 5 activities, you have to make one concept. Yes or no? So how you have to make that concept, and you will be making some idea. Yes, like, so what is the definition? Stress is nothing else but it is a process of having of effect. Okay, some problems regarding that. So what is the cause? Due to the any force, or due to any form of an husband rivalry, or due to any form of the occupational activities. So these are the causes. So how you can manage? By meditation, yoga, and imaginary process you are going to activate. So in these three forms you have to make a idea and you have to make an intervention regarding this process. So by making these type of conceptual or abstract thinking, and it is very economical process, because you have to gather the information in one way only, you should not convey. So it should be conveyed multi-dimensional thinking. So and you should make the hypothesis also, because and whether it is a correct or wrong, so you have to find out from the public. Okay, so that process is called as a conceptual thinking or abstract thinking. And next one is a creative thinking. So creative thinking means what? Inventing new, something new or the novel one is called as a creative thinking. For example, that scientists who are invented certain kind of activities. Okay, so what who are scientists invented the laptops and different kind of process. So with the knowledge or due to the creative thinking only, and they are going to do this kind of an inventing of new things. Okay, so that is called as creative thinking. And next, logical thinking or the reasoning thinking. So logical thinking, nothing else but here you can see the logical. Okay, for example, now giving one question and thinking logically. So thinking logically means creatively. So for example, now, so in Telugu they will be saying some of the podupu kadal, right? Yes, so nothing else but giving a abstract question, and that, and you have to make a reasoning and towards the solution and conclusion is called as a logical thinking and the reasoning thinking. Okay, so in order to solve the problem, and you have to involve the past experiences in order to make the reasons. Okay, that is a reason for belief, conclusion, and action or feelings you have to be include. So that process is called as a logical thinking and the reasoning thinking. Okay, and these reasons, and they are going to divide into three types. Okay, that is inductive, deductive, and abductive. See here, inductive, nothing else but it's a field of logical thing. Okay, so whatever you have the question, you have to think it as a generalization, means part to whole you have to think, then only you can have the solution. Okay, and next one is a second one is detective process. Okay, so detective means what? From generalization to underlying concept you have to make. Okay, so here generalization means just you have to give the information and you have to find out the solution, and here, so from that solution you have to make the concept. Okay, with that concept, and you have to make the argument between inductive and detective. So easy example I can give that. Okay, so for example, whenever you are seeing a CID cases, right? Yes, CID serial. So in that, what the police is, what the detectors, CID detectors, they are going to make is, for example, one death patient is there, and what is the reason, what is the reason for the death? So what they are doing, so they are making the idea. Okay, so what happened, and what from which place, what is his name, and making all the identification data, and he is making all the information and keeping a side. That is called a general inductive reasoning. And detective reasoning means what? So whatever the information he is having, and that he is making the concept. Okay, so for example, so where he went and when he went and how the situation is happened. Okay, abductive reasoning means what? So by finding out these two process, and they are finding out what is the death reason. So that is the best example I can give for this inductive, detective, and abductive reasoning. Okay, and next one is a problem solving. So already you knows that problem solving means what? For example, if we have the problem in our daily life situation, so how we are going to make that one? Yes, so in undergoing some of the taking of steps. Okay, so no, so that steps indicates that identifying the problem. So identifying the problem means what is the problem first of all, and explore the problem. So explore the problem means clearly intimate the problem. Okay, so this is the thing has happened in the solution. And what is the set goals you have to make? Okay, so whatever the problem they have arised, okay, that problem is, so what is the solution? Be prepare itself, they have to plan a goals. Okay, look at alternatives. Okay, so look at alternative means, okay, whatever the solution I am giving, and what are the alternatives I have to set up. If I will do this thing, and what negative thing is going to be happen, and what positive thing is going to be happen. So that you have to alternatives also you have to check, and select a possible solution. Idea you have to select and implement that on the person, and you have to evaluate. Evaluate means what? You have to take a feedback whether it is a solution is a good process or bad process. So that process is called as a problem solving skills. Okay, and next one, convergent versus divergent. So here convergent versus divergent means, convergent means what? So mostly you can see that cognitive process only. Okay, for example, if you want to write a nice story, yes, so that your nature of view and how to write a story, right, that is called as convergent. And divergent means what? The teacher will, for example, now I am saying a thinking topic, right, so whatever I am explaining, you are going to follow the same thing, right, so that process is called as a divergent thinking. Means whatever the teacher explains you, and until that process only, your unique thinking only you are going to goes. And convergent means new ideas is going to be exhibited. Okay, and next, okay, that are the types of thinking. Okay, now next one is the levels of thinking. So levels of thinking is also going to be divided into 6 types. Okay, how much level we can applicate. Okay, first one, so whenever you want to think, first one you should have what? Knowledge. Okay, and knowledge means what? To recall the facts and principles and the terms in the form and which they have learned, so they should be memorized. Okay, so that is very important. So some of the keywords like who, what, when, omit, where, which, so whatever the things we have learned previously, so that knowledge we have to memorize. Okay, so here some an example they have given, when did dash happen, so that you have to so recall the principle what it is. Okay, and next one is a comprehension. So comprehension means what? So in this comprehension, so okay, so what facts or ideas show means, so the students knows and what is being communicated without relating it to the other material and seeing it a fullest meaning. So comprehension means, so in your intermediate on the comprehensive sentence, right, so whatever the full paragraph is there, so each line by line, so they can't able to grasp, right, so only the meaning they can able to grasp. Okay, so represent the lowest form of only understanding only they can do, so that process is called as a comprehension. That is compare, contract, demonstrate and interpret and explain, so only this form is called as a comprehension. Okay, and next one, application. So application means what? And whatever you have the knowledge. Okay, in problem solving we have seen that implication of the problem, okay, sorry, implication of the solution means whatever you have planned, so that you are making into solving problem and acquiring the knowledge of some techniques and some rules you have to follow, and you have to solve the solution, you have apply that solution on the person. And after that you have to analyze. So analyzing means what? So you are going to be think towards the solution, and you are going to identify the motives and what are the causes, and according to the what is the generalization you are making, whether it is correct or not. Okay, and what is the solution you have planned, so if you are implement, okay, any alternatives are there, so that process is called as a analyzing. Okay, and next one is a synthesis. So synthesis means what? Whatever the information we have gathered, okay, and that information, so already so in the analysis they are finding out and they are showing the alternatives, and selecting that alternative is called as a synthesis. Okay, proposing alternative solution is called as a synthesis. Okay, so these are the 5 steps of the, sorry, 6th one is there already, you know. Evaluation means what? Making a judgment, so whether it is a correct. Validity means what? Correct, whatever the information you have gathered, whether it is a correct or wrong, so that process is called as a evaluation. Okay, so that is regarding of levels of thinking. And next one, how you can improve your thinking. So how you can improve your thinking means keep yourself only with the current project. So current project means what? For example, so you are thinking about one subject, so you should have the previous knowledge of these problem, and also what is the future information they are going to give, so that also you have to gather from different kind of projects. Okay, so we spend about 45 minutes a day looking for things, so what are my case, so like that. Okay, some clutters of confusion will be there, and that clutters of confusion really will makes you to create one new process. Okay, and second one is dedicate an hour for focus time your most important task. So means what they are saying that, for example, you want to solve a problem, so how much time you have to spend? The hour. Okay, some hours of time you have to spend on the same person, so then only so you will be having interest and enthusiasm towards the subject. Okay, and third one is a stir up your visual and creative talents. Okay, so how you can create a talents means, yes, buy some books and spend time with the nature and use a gallery, and due to these things, and you will be have a visualization towards your problem, and creative implement is going to be there in the solution. Okay, and fourth one is a learn how to mind map. So mind map is nothing else but whatever the problem you are having visualization, so you have to have a concept regarding of the solution. Okay, so if you have the concept, and easily you can able to organize your thinking, and remembrance is very very easy. And finally on the hour, stop thinking. So what they are saying, for example, after 1 hour you are thinking process, again give the break, and go and give the break, and just go for the walk in the nature, and mind set a mind free, and then so after half an hour time again you come back to the work. Okay, frequent sitting on the thinking is also so makes a blocks your thinking of mind. Okay, that is regarding of what solution you can make. And next one is a thinking in relation to language and communication. See how much you are thinking also, and that should be exhibit your language. Yes, for example, you will be having idea in your mind, so but that idea you have to discuss in the public, yes or no, so then only it is going to be implemented. Okay, so whenever in the class, so when I'll ask the question, so you will be having idea regarding of the topic, but and so you will be having a fear to exhibit because of your language problem, yes or no. So what is going to be there here means language is also one of the high vehicle process to have a solution or discussion in the person. Okay, and if you have the long way language, yes, and if you have don't have the communication skills to convey with your public, okay, so that also is not going to be send or communicate to the new generations, to one generation to future generation is a very much effective. So that is called as a alterations in your language and communication. Okay, and next go for the alterations in thinking. So what are the problems that stops the thinking? So that is two types, that is psychosis and delusion. So psychosis nothing else but it's a mental disorder, so where you are going to read in a psychiatry, like if the persons who are having a mental process, that is neurosis process, and that indicates that schizophrenia, mania and the depression. Okay, so the people will be having the disorders of mental disorders, and the cognitive impairment will be there, so the person will not have the process of thinking. Okay, and they will be forgetting about their involuntary control of thinking. Okay, so various disturbance in thinking also they are going to assumes. Okay, for example, like hallucinations, illusions, so that kind of disorders they are going to see in this psychosis process. And next one is a delusion. So delusion means what, see whatever the reality is there, so that they are going to argue, means false perceptions they are going to make, so that process is called as a delusion. So that will not be there, but they will feel that they are going to be, it's going to be happen like that. Okay, so here, so one example that is not important for you, only one example I'll give you, that is hypochondrial delusion. So hypochondrial delusion means what means, yes, the patient will not have any type of disorders, but so just for simple cough or simple cold, and they frequently they will go to doctor, and they will have the checkups, and they will confirm, and after that and again frequently washing hands, and these kind of the process is going to be done by the